Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Thursday's Market Situation Report, or SITREP. A little bit delayed today. Had to go drive down to the airport to pick up my boy. My oldest son is back from Norwich University up in Vermont, where he's in his second year, doing a great job up there playing hockey. He's in the Corps Cadets, wants to serve his country in the United States Marine Corps. So good to have my boy home. So we're going to do our weekly debrief today at 3 p.m. I already sent out, before I went to the airport, a trade, a bull put spread for tomorrow that expires tomorrow, the 30.95, 30.90. On the S&P 500, it's already up about 16-17%. We're going to get into why this market pulled back and then gave some back today. It's comical. I want to show you on a chart literally how this market is trading. But if you are a member, make sure you watch the replay from the accelerated retirement brief yesterday, or hopefully you were in it. And Jeff, I want to read you what Jeff had to say. He just posted in the Ready Room. Check this out, because in the middle of our brief yesterday, the market, people were, not everybody, but some of our members, oh my God, the market's imploding and everything's going to hell in a handbasket. And it, really had to calm some folks down. Let me read you just what Jeff had to say. I wanted to share my experience with some of the new members here at TGO. Today was an interesting AR, accelerated retirement. When the market got slammed today, we were in the brief. Wiz had to calm people down. I looked at my portfolio and said, crap, but understood why it was happening and didn't panic. At the worst point of the day, my portfolio was down 15%. It closed down 3%. I knew the reasoning for the market going down wasn't really news of any value. Bullseye. I bet I recouped the 3% loss from today and make gains by Friday. I sold nothing but a foray into Caterpillar that went my way for a 55% gain in 2 weeks. Shack. The confidence and knowledge I've gained since meeting Wiz is invaluable, even if he is a Navy guy. Jeff is barely on our side. He's an Air Force guy. All of that goes to the training, both as a member and coaching. Jeff and I did coaching for about a year, provided at Top Gun Options. A few years ago, I would have lost my mind. Now I step back and reevaluate. Today wasn't even close to the big one, and I knew it right away. Wiz knows what he's talking about. He'll make you a better trader. I know he has for me. I'm making money. Thanks, Wiz. Jeff, appreciate that, because it really was interesting, folks. I mean, people were absolutely going bananas. Listen to me. Many of you who have traded with me or are current members know I'm Eeyore, man. I'm always looking for for a safe place to land, or when to eject, or when I'm going to get shot at by a missile, right? I'm always looking at the worst case scenario, and when it doesn't happen, I'm pleasantly surprised, right? You don't walk out the day you walk on the carrier flight deck to your F-18 and go, I'm the best freaking pilot there is. No way anything bad can happen to me. You're going to die. That's the day you get killed. So the exact opposite mindset. So why do I bring that up? Because, folks, this is the pullback that you're going to get. I'm going to brief in a couple minutes, however, that there might be the big one. You have to listen up here. This is a big warning about what's going on in this market. I still am hanging with I believe we get a November, December melt up or a Christmas rally with a January implosion. That might be in danger, and we'll get into why in a couple minutes, okay? But like I said, we have a good bull put spread on that expires tomorrow. We have a good FXI trade that expires tomorrow. That's up 30% to 41.40 and a half. That's the iShares China ETF, and a beautiful bear call spread on Brazil, up 85%, about $4,000 right there. That one also expires tomorrow. So we're going to have a busy debrief at 3 o'clock. But let's get to it. Why is this market flailing all over the place? What happened today? Well, yesterday, in the midst of this ridiculous Democrat bloodless coup, they've for generations they have destroyed this country. They've destroyed foreign policy. They've destroyed the foreign service. Now ambassadors nobody's going to be able to talk to anybody. It's a disgrace. I can't wait for the next Democrat to win the presidency. I'm going to call for impeachment for everything. Soon as he or she is elected, I'm going to start tweeting. The impeachment starts now. Right? That's where we are now. This is where our country is now. We impeach people when we don't agree with them. All these ridiculous Obama holdover plants should have all resigned or been fired. Remember when Bill Clinton was elected? He came in and he fired, 92? Remember this, folks? Bill Clinton came in and fired 92 attorneys generals that were appointed by Republicans, and he put in all Democrats. The media really didn't go apeshit. Could you imagine? That's what we need to start doing, apparently. If when Donald Trump wins re-election, he needs to fire anybody who was appointed or served under Obama. That's apparently how he's going to get things done. Anyway, what am I ranting about? Senate unanimously approved a measure backing the Hong Kong protesters. The House passed one in October. What did China say overnight? Well, they said if President Trump signs that bill, it will kill the trade deal. Whoa. So take a look at what happened with the market today. Earlier, or 2 days ago, the president threatened to hike tariffs if they don't make a deal. China called us, was it yesterday, and said, hey, why don't you guys come over and come talk? Let's do some in-person talks before Thanksgiving, meaning like hop on a plane pretty soon. So we're kind of doing this, U.S. stocks slip amid conflicting signals on trade. Let's chart it out. Look at this. Okay, this is yesterday around noon. Reuters breaking news. We might not get a phase one deal this year. This was breaking news. I should own Reuters. I told you this. I've told you this for the past month or two. I said there will not be a phase one. Remember a week and a half ago, the Chinese came out and said, hey, the United States has agreed to roll back all the tariffs. And the market rallied. I sold into that pop, folks. I told you. We all did. I said, sell into this. You haven't heard from Trump or Navarro, and it's bullshit. The Chinese are negotiating in public. It's a lie. Market popped. What happened? I was getting my hair cut 2, 3 in the afternoon. Breaking news, Navarro, Trump say you're high. And later the afternoon after the market closed, the president was walking out to the helicopter. He's like, what are you talking about? I didn't agree to roll back any tariffs. As a matter of fact, I might increase tariffs. Okay, so Jeff's right. As the market imploded here, I'm like, we sold into this. We sold a bull put spread, a couple of them. I said, hey, man, it's ridiculous. Sell into this. Then the House passed vote to support Hong Kong protests. It was actually the Senate. That's wrong right there. Li Hu, he's the Chinese head negotiator, cautiously optimistic on a trade deal. Market rises. Commerce Ministry says striving to reach a phase one trade deal. Chinese Wang He says the resolution opposed by Congress is going to kill the trade deal. Hey, U.S. negotiators are invited to further talks. U.S. may delay the December 15th tariffs if no trade deal by then. And then China says if he threatens, look at this, folks. Red, red, green, green, red, green. This is the only thing that matters is this trade deal. Okay. And as we're going to talk about at 3 o'clock today, I am looking at a new bear call spread on FXI out to next Friday. The 41.5 42 bear call spread. The FXI is the iShares China large cap ETF. Look at this. So we got this pop on, hey, the U.S. agreed to roll back all tariffs. I'm like, sell into it. And then Trump comes out and says, what are you guys, high? We didn't say that. And I might increase tariffs. Implosion. And then this week, some nice talk and then not nice talk. This is going to continue, folks. I think this FXI is just going to hover around this 41, 42 area for a little bit. But let me get something perfectly clear. There is no way Donald J. Trump cannot sign that bill. Okay? I think here's how I think the president threads the needle. He signs the bill supporting protesters in Hong Kong. He can't not, folks. If he doesn't, forget it. I will want to impeach the man if he doesn't do that. He has to. But not maybe, he will. He is not going to do the December 15th tariffs. So when he signs this bill, folks, the Chinese are going to go apeshit, and the market will implode. Be ready for this. So the November, December, or the rest of November, since it's already the 21st, the Christmas rally can be in danger, folks. The president can maybe try and punt this to January because he knows the market's going to implode anyway, and maybe sign it then. But I firmly believe the president is not going to increase tariffs and sign that bill. If he does, you will see this S&P 500 down here at the 50-day moving average. The market will implode if he does both those things. Can he? Sure. Will he? No. I really don't think so. If you are not long volatility right now, you're nuts. Those things can happen. Now look at this. The VIX yesterday alone was what? The VIX popped like Look at that. VIX popped 11% as we were sitting in our trade brief. And then, as I predicted, it imploded. Now we got a little bit higher today. But, net, here's what volatility is doing. Please, for you, get long volatility now. When vol's cheap, you buy it. When it's expensive, you sell it. Volatility is stupidly cheap down here at 1326. Get long vol. There are so many people short volatility right now that a sneeze. That's one of the reasons, people were kind of thinking this was the big one yesterday. Was what? We had this big spike in volatility. Well, guess what happened, folks? There's a lot of people short volatility. So when there's a spike, they're getting wiped out. So short squeezes end, however, and that one did. Okay, so get long volatility now. You've got to be long volatility through December and into January. If the president signs that bill with supporting Hong Kong, China's going to go nuts, and the market will pull back. I guarantee you. President decides to increase the tariffs on December 15th, the market will implode. I guarantee you. Will both those things happen? No. Will one of those things happen? I think so, and volatility is going to spike. Do it now, ladies and gentlemen. Get long volatility. Please, I'm begging you. When you see all these headlines about people, a historic record of people are short volatility. The last time we saw those headlines was 2017, November, December. Everybody was short volatility except me and smart people who got long volatility and watched those people literally implode that January. That is going to happen again. I guarantee you. All right. 3 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock right now. I'll see many of you at 3 o'clock for our weekly debrief. And welcome aboard to all of our new lifetime members that got it at a reduced discount. This is ending soon here, folks. I knocked it down from $17.5 to $12.5. And also, you can throw your hat in the ring to go take a ride in a fighter jet. Okay? All right, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge. I'll see many of you at 3 o'clock. God bless.